Can you think of the best sound reader in your friend circle? They are mostly from church. So they are church accompanists, right? You can find the best sound reader from your conservatory music school, but they usually go to church and are served as a church accompanist or organist, right? So why do you think that the church accompanists are one of the best sound readers? Also have been accompanists and conductor forever at church. We get to do a lot of pieces and then just perform on the spot. So these are the skills that you must have. And obviously, we get to play a lot of church music. Church music has a style of a four-part vocal style. So usually the church music has multiple voices, three or four voices, right? Which is called polyphonic texture. So there are four parts usually as a TB score. So left hand's got two voices, also right hand has two voices. So left hand's got the bass tenor, and the right hand has got the soprano and alto. So you get to play four-part vocal style on the spot, right? And so you have to be able to understand what kind of music. It really helps you to improve your skill, right? If you just pick a piece that has like just a homophonic texture, where you have the single melodic line and then accompaniment, which is the harmony, if you already know how to play chords, right, various chords, it's very easy to predict for the left hand part, right? And so you just mostly focus on the right hand for reading, then you wouldn't really have a chance to improve the reading skill for your left hand, right? And so you get to have equal chance to improve your reading skill for both left and then the right hand. Try to pick the piece that has a four-part vocal style. This is more beneficial than just reading homophonic texture. So if you're a beginner, try to pick the pieces from the church music, maybe worship songs, right? That has three voices or four voices. You can start with that worship song, the church music first. You can start doing Bach music because Bach music is polyphonic texture, right? So you can pick the pieces. Maybe Bach prelude is a really, really good example. If you can do the fugue, it's the best, right? So this is the music that you can start off with. Okay, so try to give yourself like 1 minute and then try to go through the notes, the rhythm, key signature, time signature, right? Within the given time, 1 minute. Okay, just go through this by side. So now you start playing, but the tip is you have to always read one note ahead, at least one note ahead, okay? And if you're not able to keep the tempo steady, you can actually play with the metronome. Right? So no matter what, you're able to read the note within the given time, okay? So let's go. And then read ahead, at least one note ahead. Mess up the notes maybe partially, but you cannot mess up the beat. So which means no matter what, you have to be able to move forward. Okay, it's a skill that you need to acquire from doing this exercise, and also the patience is the key. At church, in many cases, you get to accompany someone, right? If you mess up the beat, then you have to start over. You cannot continue. But if you mess up a little bit of the notes, it's still okay as long as you move forward. Doing some church music, you can also level up your skill. Maybe you can try Bach prelude and then Bach fugue. You wanna try to start with music in the various different keys, okay? All right. I just picked one of the piece from Bach prelude. So now I'm trying the Bach prelude in F minor. That has four voices, okay? So remember, the patience is the key. So remember, give yourself 5 to 10 minutes every day. And so you have to practice for a long period of time, not just one day and the next day you expect for yourself to be a best songwriter. It's not going to work, you know that, right? So you have to invest your time, but on a regular basis, right? Read the music that has a four-part vocal style, which is one of the best music to improve your reading skill. So if you're not able to keep the pulse steady from within by yourself, you must try with the metronome. You can start slowly, but make sure it's steady. All right, so you can really force yourself to read readily and accurately.